What a fabulous record. That's a band from Derry called the Wonder Villains, and that's a song called Ferrari. And that's on a new collection of new sounds from Northern Ireland, Volume 1. And fair play to Stuart Bailey and all the people down at Oh Yeah Music Centre. They put this together. It's called Oh Yeah Contenders, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know how many tracks. The Wonder Villains, Ferrari, that's one of them. Some other groups that have been on this programme. The Farriers are on it. Also, Bellwether State, who had that wonderful song, Safe Spaces. I'll play that later on the programme. What a great thing that is. New sounds from Northern Ireland, Volume 1, Oh Yeah, Contenders. And going from that first track, that's world class, isn't it? How did it get down in there?
Bellwether
State. Hello?
Hello.
Do you want to wake up a little before you start talking?
No, I was saying
do you need another few minutes?
I said to Janet...
Do you want an injection of some kind?
No,
Morphine?
I just said to Janet, it's the time I told him.
Pardon?
Is the time I told them, or will we let it go?
Okay, tell me.
No.
Go on.
I discovered them.
Go on, tell me.
Bellwether State.
You discovered them because the fella came up to you.
I said, and I...
In Lisburn, and he
Yes.
said, listen, would you give that to Gerry? And you said, certainly.
No, I did not.
And you threw it in the back of your car.
No.
And you didn't give it to me for 3 months.
No.
And now they're on record.
I listened to it.
No, you never. You didn't listen to it.
You asked...
You threw it at me and you said, that's lying in the back of my car.
You asked the undertone.
Yes.
I had that, and I listened to it all the way from that gig down in my car. I kept playing it over and over. I just kept putting, there's only one track on it. And I brought it in here, and I said to the undertone, I says, would you hear this? This is great. And he listened to it.
And he said it was not
good. And he said, that is good. I said, I've got to get it to Mr. Anderson. But if I tell him I think it's good, he won't play it.
Sound logic.
Yes. Now, you can check with the undertone.
Yeah.
And I said to the undertone, I says, what can we do about this? And he says, tell him you haven't heard it. You know nothing about it.
It's a little psychological warfare there.
So I said, look, Gerry, I was given this CD to give to you.
I think it's probably crap.
I know nothing about it. And you said, I remember you saying to me, he says, have you heard it? And I said, no. I said, I haven't heard it. He says, right, give it to me out of your grubby hands. He said, and you listen to it. And you come back and he says, that's far too good for you.
Give it to me. Don't be.
So you discovered it.
All right, then. Okay, I didn't know that.
So the undertone and I had a hand in it.
All right. I didn't know that subplot. I apologise
Yes,
for
it
not
was.
giving you any credit for it.
Yeah.
I hear Nolan talking about the Ryder Cup.
The whole world is
wrong with
mother's
them?
talk. I play golf and I wouldn't look at it.
What about the Rally in the Valley and the two Molinaris? What's that all about?
What's two brothers?
The Rally in the Valley and the two... Is that anything to Flanagan and the two McConnell Oaks? We better not pursue that line of inquiry. What's the Rally in the Valley and the two Molinaris? What is going on here? That's like one of those Danny, the pestle with the mortar and the pedal in the pestle, isn't it? The Rally in the Valley and the two Molinaris. And staying with sports, I see Nigel Worthington has said no to an All-Ireland football team. Good man, Nigel. That'll help bring us all closer together. You're doing a great job there. What is it? Two Molinaris and a Rally in the Valley and the Flanagan and the two McConnell Oaks? It just gets worse and worse. Some people writing here, James Murray. Sorry, let me start the programme. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a nice day this is. The weather's pretty good in parts of the country, although there are some showers in the west. The number to ring if you want to contact this programme is 08459 555 678. And remember, this is your programme. If it wasn't for you, there'd be no need for us to be here. So always remember that. The email address is jerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk, just spelt the normal way, lowercase. And for head cases, there's a text messaging service, 81771. Gentleman writes to me and he said, in Coronation Street the other evening, Deirdre asked the doctor if he'd like a cup of tea and a couple of gypsy creams.
Well,
Did you hear that?
No.
I missed it. She's been listening to the programme. Your show has influenced the scriptwriters. Obviously look forward to catching up in the Listen Again facility, as I do not have the opportunity to listen to the programme live. That's James, who's obviously living somewhere evil and far away. A gentleman writes to me, a man called Stephen Wright, not the Stephen Wright in RT2 or
You're
RTE2.
talking very fast. What's the matter with you?
I'm excited.
Yeah, you see what it is.
I had a very lonely weekend.
Ah.
I feel good to be back amongst the land of the living.
Were you not out at
No, don't want to talk about it, okay? Stephen Wright, he passed by the TV last to hear a certain furniture store, which he names, which being the BBC, I will not name. And the man on the TV said, the latest styles have arrived early. Think about that one.
All right, that.
It's like Comet over Derry. Do you remember that one?
Oh, I do. Yes.
Now, call me a stickler, but if they are the latest styles, they are of the moment. So how can something of this moment arrive early? As you have often said, it is, if you actually listen to what people say, you realise there's a lot of crap talked, especially in advertising. You're talking to a man who's watching Mad Men. I know all about this.
Now, you and I disagree about Mad Men.
Yes.
But something that we do agree on, if you don't mind me talking about this.
I don't mind you talking about this.
You gave me a DVD to watch.
Yes.
And I watched it over the weekend. I watched it yesterday afternoon. Rather than look at anything on the TV.
Yes.
It was absolutely brilliant.
You see, people don't see the right things.
Did you tell the people what it's called?
Well, they're watching X Factor.
The Late Shift, was it?
It's called The Late Shift, yeah. It was
Shift.
about something that occurred in the mid-90s.
Oh, it's great.
It was about the American talk show wars between David Letterman and Jay Leno. The Tonight Show, of course, was presented by Johnny Carson. Then he retired, and the natural successor was supposed to be David Letterman. And they didn't give it to Letterman because he was too smart, and he went over their heads in Ohio. So Jay Leno was a real dopey guy, and which he still is. Witness his comments on Brian Cohen. He's just a real tube. So they gave it to him because he was most popular. Another way you'd choose Hugo over John Peel here, if there was an election. Of course, John Peel's dead. But if John Peel was alive and the Northern Ireland people had a choice between him and Hugo, they'd pick Hugo. Yeah. It's the same in America. So, and it was about the battle between the two of them for the top show. And Jay Leno won, of course, which is why he's able to say things about Brian Cohen. And but Letterman, it's great. But you never see movies like that. You only see them on TV at 12 o'clock at night. Can you please play Johnny Eagle by Brona Gallagher for Mick and Nuala? I played that the other day, who are on their way to Dublin, but they're nearly now. They're nearly now. A wallet has been lost in Derry/Londonderry containing a substantial sum of money. It was lost in the Culmore Road. That's near where I live. Must go out with a metal detector. It was lost in the Culmore Road.
For a wallet?
Anybody can make a mistake. There might be coins in it. It was lost in the Culmore Road, Racecourse Road area over the weekend. There is also the distinct possibility it was lost at the cinema. And there is only one cinema in Derry/Londonderry. Do you ever go to it?
No.
I never go.
Well, I've been to Officer and Commander. That was the last film I went to.
Officer and Commander?
Something like...
I think that's probably Master and Commander.
Master and Commander, yeah. That's the last one I was
at. Yeah,
at.
that's it. I thought it might have been Officer and a Gentleman.
No.
But then it was a while since you've seen that. Look, Brian Heaney, what do you call him, the poet?
Seamus.
Oh, he's writing to me again. I wish he'd stop. He said, the other night I was roused. I was roused by, I suppose, what you would call my Celtic reverie, by a television programme. I seldom have the television on, but I happened to snap it on looking for the latest in the Raider Cup. Apparently, there's a rally in the valley and the two Molinaries are playing against Flaherty and the two McConnell Oaks. I wanted to see what the outcome of that was. Anyway, a programme flashed itself up. It was called Brainbox. Brainbox used to be my nickname at St. Columns. Have you read the recent book about St. Columns? It's very, very good. About 60-year-old men talking about being at school. I say to that, get over it, lads. Get over it. It's over, lads. And let's not hate our teachers for 70 years. They're all gone and dead now. Let them rest in peace. Anyway, I was what the man in the street might say, a right smart aleck. People would say to me, Seamus, you're going to be a poet. You're not like the other boys. Anyway, that's all water on the new bridge, as John Hume once said. But anyway, back to Brainbox. I looked at the programme with a kind of a fascination, and I saw a very excited and, may I say, cheap-looking woman. She said, I'm looking for the names of birds that begin with the letter S. She screeched. Snipe, I yelled. Nearly falling out of my chair in my enthusiasm because I said to myself, I must be right. Snipe, snipe, I said. I'll dig with this. Snipe, snipe. A small woman from the country, I believe she's from Clogher, came on instead of me and answered. Sparrow, she said. They gave her 100 quid. The money's going up, shrieked the hussy in the black dress. Just phone in with the name of a bird that begins with the letter S. Snipe, I yelled. Snipe, snipe, snipe. Then the board began to fill up with birds beginning with S. I looked and I saw stork and seagull and swan and swift and swallow. No snipe. I said to myself, are these people from Northern Ireland at all? Our national bird has been ignored like dirt. There was just one answer left on the board when a man who appeared to be some kind of bogman from Crossmaglen phoned up. Be damn it, I yelled, say snipe. This man will know his snipe. Bogmen from Crossmaglen are renowned for a general knowledge of snipe. Guess what he said? Sandpiper. They gave him 500 quid. We'll be back in a minute with another game, said the trollop. Snipe, I said again. Snipe, you bowsy. I wondered did I spend too much time in academia. I seem to have lost track of what normal people do. Anyway, there's a snipe whistling past. I must go out and record its call.